Welcome to IELTS Academy 9. I'm Yusr, and in today's video you will learn how to write an excellent report in the IELTS Academic Writing Task 1, as I'll cover the basics that you should learn to give a flawless report. In addition, I'll analyze a sample answer to show you how to organize your writing. Today's lesson covers identifying Task 1, types of visual information to describe in Task 1, how to structure your answer, and finally analyzing a sample answer. And this part is very important as the sample will show you the structure clearly and the language used as well. So by the end of this video you will find no difficulty in writing Task 1. And now let's get started. What is Academic Writing Task 1? Task 1 is a visual representation of factual information, which means a picture with information given, and you're asked to describe or explain the information you see. You have to consider two things. The first is the number of words. You should write at least 150 words, which means that you should write more because 150 is the minimum number of words. The second thing is the time. You should give 20 minutes for Task 1. Why? Because you still have Task 2, which is a longer essay of 250 words, which means that you need more time and you need to put more efforts in Task 2. In addition, Task 2 has almost 2/3 of the band, so 20 minutes is enough for Task 1. Types of visual information. There are different types of visual information in the form of different charts. For example, you might be given maps, two maps of a place, and you have to compare between both maps. For example, two maps of a place before and after construction. A line graph. As you can see, it's a graph of different lines, and each line represents an item, and you have to compare the trends. The trends here means an increase and decrease. A table of different categories, and each category has some information that you have to use in your report. Pie chart. You might be given a pie chart or more than one. You might be given 2 or 3 pie charts and you have to compare between them. A bar chart, which is a chart made of columns where each column represents a category. And finally, a diagram, which is a labeled process that you have to describe the different stages of this process. And now let's move to the most important part, which is structuring your answer. How should I structure my answer? Your report should be written in a form of an essay of separate paragraphs, and you should move as follows. You should begin with an introduction, followed by an overview, then body paragraph 1, and after that body paragraph 2. Now let's analyze each part in detail. The introduction is a paraphrase of the topic in your own words, which means you tell us what the topic is about using your own words. You cannot copy the exact words in the exam. Use some synonyms to refer to the main idea. You can write your introduction in only one sentence. After that is the overview paragraph, and it's the most important paragraph in your essay because it summarizes in general the key features or the main points, such as the highest and lowest categories and significant differences. And you will be graded on the overview, so please don't miss it. If you miss it, it will negatively affect your band. You should begin your overview with the linker overall. It's the most proper linker to start with. It should be written in 2 sentences. After that, you move to the body paragraphs. Body paragraph 1 reports specific points. Here you start writing in detail. And of course, when you write in detail, you have to use the numbers given. Numbers could be years, currencies, percentage, and so on. You should also include many comparisons, and this should be shown through the language you use. Some adverbs like similarly, or conjunctions like in contrast, or verbs such as surpassed, and etc. Body paragraph 2 is similar to body paragraph 1. You report the other specific points. It also describes in detail the changes and differences with numbers, and it includes many comparisons that you show through your language. A very important thing to know is that you don't have to write a conclusion. You write a conclusion in task 2, but here you don't. Why? Because you have the overview. The conclusion is a summary, and you already have the summary in your overview, so no need to repeat yourself. So a conclusion is not needed in task 1. Another thing is that you can have the overview at the end, not as the second paragraph. However, I don't like this because the overview is very important, and if you don't have much time, you might write a hasty overview which will affect your band. So just move as follows: introduction, overview, body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. This will be clear now when we apply on a sample answer. Here we have this question. The chart below shows the amount of leisure time enjoyed by men and women of different employment status. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. The information on the chart is leisure time in a typical week by sex and employment status 1998 to 1999, and on the left we have hours of leisure time from 0 till 100, and we have the bars, black for males, gray for females, and the categories are employed full-time, employed part-time, unemployed, retired, and housewives. And this is my report. It's an essay of 4 paragraphs out of 162 words. Now let's analyze in detail to understand more and check the language used. My introduction is: the bar chart demonstrates the number of hours of leisure enjoyed by men and women in a typical week in 1998 to 1999 according to gender and employment status. If you compare my introduction to the information given, you will find that I used some synonyms, like the verb demonstrate, which means show, but instead of repeating show, I used demonstrates. I also changed the amount of leisure time to the number of hours of leisure, and I wrote the introductory sentence in my own language to tell what the topic is about. Next is the overview. Overall, it's obvious that unemployed and retired men and women had the highest amount of leisure time. Furthermore, the number of hours of leisure varies among male and female full-timers, female part-timers, and housewives. As you can see, I started my overview with the overall linker. Then I refer to the key feature of the highest amount of leisure time between the two categories of unemployed and retired men and women, and I also refer to some changes using the verb varies. And as you can see, it's in general. I'm referring to the key features, no details yet. The details will start in body paragraph 1. In the unemployed and retired categories, leisure time showed an increase for both sexes. To elaborate, men enjoyed more leisure time, over 80 hours, compared to approximately 70 hours for women. Although housewives spend as much time at home, they are below unemployed and retired women, as they had around 45 hours per week. I began my body paragraph 1 referring to the categories, the unemployed and retired categories. After that, I compared them together. So I compared using this word, compare to elaborate. Men enjoyed more leisure time, over 80 hours, compared to approximately 70 hours for women, because I told you you have to show comparisons in your body paragraphs. And I also refer to housewives, that they spend less time, and I compared them to unemployed and retired women. The last paragraph, which is body paragraph 2, I continue describing in detail. As far as the employed categories are concerned, female full-timers surpassed male full-timers. They had around 45 hours per week, while men had less than 38 hours. Female part-timers had less than 40 hours, and surprisingly, the chart doesn't show a category for male part-timers. I began body paragraph 2 referring to the employed categories. The female full-timers surpassed male full-timers, and I used the verb surpass to compare between them. After that, I used numbers. They had around 45 hours per week, while is a linker used for comparisons as well. In the chart, we are not given any information about male part-timers, and I refer to this saying, and surprisingly, that chart doesn't show a category for male part-timers. And that's it. I believe it's clear, and I believe that when you practice more, task 1 will be easier, and I hope that you find the video helpful and it clarified many points, and I believe that when you practice more, task 1 will be easier. I hope that you find the video helpful and it gives you enough information about task 1. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to watch all my new videos.